Good day and welcome back to Legend Knows Football TV. Today it still has been an interesting day because it seems like Chelsea is continuing the pursuit for Fermin Lopez. Until now, I really don't see any concrete evidence if this pursuit of Fermin Lopez is to replace the fact that we have the fact that we are struggling to get Xavi Simons over the line, or is it just to add another midfielder to our team? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for your daily news updates. You can go check transfer summary that I did last night on my channel regarding the news of this Fermin Lopez story, what happened so far, and Nicholas Jackson, of course. Legend Knows Football TV is live and direct from Twitter. Tyreek George to AS Roma, that's the latest. Anselmino to Dortmund is done. Anselmino to Dortmund is done. And the transfer of Nicholas Jackson to Bayern Munich, it seems like it's starting to gain momentum from what I've read on Twitter so far. But anyways, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your comment if you have anything to say regarding the transfers that we have done so far, the transfers we brought in so far, and what you expect going forward. Just quickly do something here. Like, subscribe to the channel, it helps the channel grow. Road to 50 subscribers continues. What did I want to do to close this? As you can see, the latest Chelsea transfers is that Tyreek George to AS Roma is still considered to be on. Let me just bring the tweet up on the screen. As per Chelsea Dodgers, Tyreek George is believed to welcome a move to Roma, and a source involved in the deal has explained that £25 million should be enough to make it happen if a significant sell-on clause was included. So it seems like if we let go of Tyreek George, we see a lot of potential in him. So we might just put in that sell-on clause so that if Roma gets to sell him in the future, we will definitely get some profits from him for future sales that might take place at AS Roma. Anselmino is also a done deal. He's officially on loan at Borussia Dortmund. They have unveiled him today. He's going to wear the number 28. Anselmino. I haven't seen him play much. What is the happening here? Warning. What do you guys think of the transfers so far regarding Chelsea? FC Bayern Munich begin club-to-club talks for Nicholas Jackson. So that's also something new these days. Not these days, but today I saw something new regarding that story. I'm going to bring it up now. As per Fabrizio Romano, FC Bayern Munich again today in direct club-to-club talks with Chelsea for Nico Jackson. Discussions about formula of the deal, as Chelsea FC has one international loan spot left and it has to include obligation to buy. Nothing done so far. Player club side, but Bayern keep insisting. I guess that's it. That's how the cookie crumbles. Do you guys think that selling Jackson is a mistake? Will it be a mistake for Chelsea to sell Jackson to Bayern Munich? Like I said on yesterday's stream, is that Jackson has potential. It's just his finishing. His finishing is the problem for us. That's why we want to get rid of him. If you can, leave a like on the stream. If you can subscribe, please do so. For all your latest updates, latest transfer news on Chelsea. Let's get into the breaking news of today, which is surrounding Fermin Lopez. Let me just open this up. Chelsea sources say they hold genuine interest in Fermin Lopez, but that does not mean they have dropped their desire to sign Xavi Simons. Chelsea are still working on selling while Xavi Simons camp awaits. So it seems like we might go for Xavi Simons and for Fermin Lopez, just to strengthen our midfield, to penetrate and get a way through in these low blocks. Because I think that's our biggest problem that we are going to face this season, is breaking down the low blocks, well organized defensive sides, the way we have struggled against Crystal Palace in the opening game. Let's see what further. I had something else here, which is also on Lopez, is that Chelsea have made a formal pitch to Fermin Lopez and are prepared to move forward and act if given encouragement by the player. So if the player gives us the green light, if the player gives Chelsea the green light, then we might go in for him. I just don't know where the money is going to come from because of the hold-up that we had against, but for the signing of Xavi Simons. We wanted to have some outgoings before we signed Xavi Simons, but now all of a sudden the movement will be slick and fast for this guy. CFC are tired of the lack of movement in Xavi negotiations and hope that this tactic will bring movement in the deal. If not, they could move to Fermin. Xavi is still priority. So we are still prioritizing the Xavi move, but what can we do? If Xavi's camp, if Leipzig doesn't drop the price significantly, We might just go for this Barcelona player because what I've read is that the Barca player is only going to be like 50 million pounds, which is a bargain, and he's a Spanish player. You can always rely on Spanish players. Look at the likes of David Silva at Man City, midfielders, Rodri is there. Spanish players are quite good, and I think he will be a success at Chelsea. Uh, this Club World Cup. Let me just check that news that I read. We might qualify for the Club World Cup without even winning without even needing to win the Champions League. Where did I read this now? Leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Here's another story. Here's another tweet on this Fermin Lopez situation. Sources close to Fermin indicate he is seriously considering Chelsea. He needs to decide soon. Things are looking positive from his side. Things are definitely looking positive from his side. So I wouldn't mind. I really wanted us to get Xavi Simons though. I really wanted us to get that guy because I've been watching him for some time and he's quite a physical player. He's a player with vision. He's a player that can shoot from outside the box. He's a two-footed player, if I can say that. He can provide assists. He's just a complete player. He can make runs. He can also help in defense. So if I had to choose between the two, I would go for Xavi Simons since I have been watching him for some time now. Sorry. Let's see if there's anything new happening on the market. Just refresh this. There's something on Tyreek George. Just bring this up. A source explained that bids of 25 million pounds for George plus a significant sell-on clause should be enough to sanction a departure. I think Tyreek George is gone. I think he's gone. But we should definitely include that sell-on clause to make some profit on him, man. Just to make some profit. Leave a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. All of that jazz. Let's see. Not a question. Xavi Simons. We sign. No, where did I see this Club World Cup situation? Was he on CFC Pies? Should we start? Should we start with João Pedro and the lap at the same? Should we start both João Pedro and Liam Delap this weekend against Fulham? Do you guys think that Estoval will do the job against Fulham as a number 10? And do you guys think that it's time to give Jorel Hato a starting position over Cucurella? Just for him to feel how the Premier League feels, just to get a hang of it, because of so that we can just see. I just want us to also see what what the guy is made of, what Jorel Hato is made of. Leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel. Tariq George to AS Roma is basically done. As we can see on the screen, Tariq George is believed to welcome a move to Roma, and a source involved in the deal has explained that £25 million should be enough to make it happen if a significant sell-on clause was included. Our team likes money. Chelsea likes money. I don't know why. I guess I do know why, because money makes the world go round. But every player that we sell or loan out, is an obligation to buy, or there's an obligation for a sell-on clause, all of this jazz. Please leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel for all your daily news updates on Chelsea. We also talk of some other teams. I read something on Manchester United that Kobe Mainoo might go. Manchester United might want to sell him. I wouldn't mind if we also go for Kobe Mainoo, but I think our midfield is stacked now. It's stacked at the moment because of the fact that we have Esugu, we have Andre Santos, we have Caicedo, we have Enzo Fernandez. News on Garnacho. Let's check this out a bit. Is there any news on Garnacho? Engaging community. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. What's your predicted lineup for Chelsea versus Fulham? Let's quickly go and check if I can put that up. Let's do this. Put it here. Put it there. It's not working. Alex Crook. Do you guys think that Chelsea will push for the league this season? Because even though we won against West Ham, I think we won 5-1 against West Ham, but I'm still not convinced. I'm still not that draw against Crystal Palace is still haunting me. The fact that we couldn't break down Crystal Palace. I know we had chances against Crystal Palace, but we didn't have chances in abundance. I want us to destroy teams. I want us to finish teams. Crystal Palace is well organized, I understand that, but I mean, if you want to be champions, you need to be able to finish a team, outplay a team, outclass, physically, mentally, spiritually, even. That's what you need to do. Today's news is kind of slow, man. There's not much going on. I'm trying to get this line up thingy so that we can see the predicted lineups, but I think I'll just make a video on that. Kani Chukwumeka has joined from Chelsea. He has joined Borussia Dortmund yesterday from Chelsea. It was 24 million pounds that he joined Borussia Dortmund, so he got his transfer. He wanted to go to Dortmund since the start of the transfer window because he has already played there, and yeah, that's he got his wish. We got our money, and now we are moving on. The reason I think we are selling what's this guy's name? The reason I think we are selling Tyreek George is because of the fact that he has reached his ceiling. He has reached the ceiling, and he won't get any better than that. Not to say that he doesn't have talent, but he doesn't have that elite. You need players that can play at the elite level, that don't make mistakes, that can give you that difference, that edge, that cutting edge. So that's why I think we are getting rid of this boy. But we are grateful and we are thankful for the fact that he scored against Fulham. That goal was so important for us to get into the Champions League. I think it was the third last game of the season when he came off the bench for Nicholas Jackson and he equalized, and then Pedro Neto did something wonderful and scored that brilliant goal for us. But you know, you can only do so much for a team, and at the end of the day, if you don't want to be a rotational squad player, because if we had to keep Tyreek George for longer, I don't think he would have had a starting position. I think he would have been on the bench more than anything else, because you are not going he's not going to replace Estevao. He's not going to replace, I think maybe he can replace Jamie Gittens, but I'm not, because I haven't really seen much of Jamie Gittens. I don't think Jamie Gittens will light up the Premier League as much as we would want him to do so. As demands op was just trying to figure out something, man. Can someone just leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys? Leave a comment, leave anything. Tariq George, as I said before, Tariq George to AS Roma is a done deal. Anselmino to Dortmund is done. FC Bayern begin club-to-club talks for Nicholas Jackson. My predicted lineup for this coming weekend is Sanchez in goal, Tosin and Chaloba definitely going to be our center backs. James on the right, Cucurella on the left, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Gittens on the left, Estevao is the number 10 because Cole Palmer is injured, Pedro Neto on the right, and Liam Delep up front. Maybe Gittens might not start. Maybe the coach will do what he did yesterday and start, not yesterday, but this past weekend. Maybe he will have, what's his name? João Pedro on the left again, because João Pedro is such a versatile player. He can see, he can see those spaces in the box, those runs, those link up plays with everyone else. He can score goals, he can find positions. João Pedro is such a bargain, man. We got a bargain for that boy. We got him on a good price and he's delivering so far. I want to check the highlights on this Fermin Lopez. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him play. Is he like a more attacking type of midfielder? You just check here on the monitor. He seems to be very lively. But my only problem with him is the fact that what we've seen so far with what's his name, with Florian Wirtz, is that Florian Wirtz is not physically strong enough for the Premier League, or maybe he's still adapting. Now, what if we sign this Fermin Lopez player and he's also not physically strong enough for the Premier League? But all I know is that Chelsea still needs another attacking player. We need to get Xavi Simons, or we need to get this Fermin Lopez guy. Either one. We need, especially with the injury that just happened to Cole Palmer. You can never have too many attacking options. Yes, we have Estevao. Estevao is there. But what if Estevao also gets injured? We need a depth in quality. That's what we need. I see someone said we need to sign Xavi Simons. I agree with you. I think that Xavi Simons is made for the Premier League. His body structure, the way he plays, the way he uses his body, he reminds me of Hazard, the way Hazard used to play. Just technically very gifted. He has that low center of gravity, the way he runs with the ball, the way he glides with the ball. So I would rather have Xavi Simons join us. I just don't know what is the hold up. What is the hold up, man? We have made so much profit with selling players. Why are they still struggling just to fork out the 60-70 million for the guy? I mean, he fits our age structure in terms of the age profile of players we are trying to sign. I'm sure he will, because personal terms have already been agreed. I'm sure he also would accept, he doesn't want an insane salary. He maybe might settle for 100k, a week which is fine. So I don't know why are we struggling to sign him. I really want us to sign him. We need to sign Xavi Simons as soon as possible. Please leave a like on the stream. Please subscribe to the channel for all your Chelsea updates, you know, rumors surrounding what's going to happen. I'm busy watching this Fermin Lopez on the other monitor, and he's good. I must say he's good. But you know, with the highlights, every time you watch highlights of a player, they always just show the good bits. If you go and watch highlights of Florian Wirtz today, you won't say it's the same Florian Wirtz that we have been seeing at Liverpool in recent times. You won't say it's the Florian Wirtz that has been struggling the opening 2 games of the Premier League. So yeah, but he can finish, and it seems like this Fermin Lopez likes to make that late run into the box from midfield. You know, those runs that Lampard used to make, the runs that Enzo Fernandez does make these days. It seems like he's that type of player. But I'm just afraid for the physicality. The physicality of our league is very high. It's very high. For those of you that just tuned in, there has been some news regarding Tyreek George. It seems like Tyreek George is going to be an AS Roma player. This tweet said that a source explained that bids of £25 million for George plus significant sell-on clause should be enough to sanction a departure. We just don't know if, because we haven't gotten the year we go yet, but it seems like that's the destination for Tyreek George, is AS Roma. If they meet the terms that Chelsea has set on the table. You know, the terms of Chelsea, that's why we are still struggling to sell Nicholas Jackson, because of the asking price that we have for him. Imagine selling Nicholas Jackson for £80 million. In what universe would anyone spend £80 million on Nicholas Jackson? I definitely would not pay £80 million for Nicholas Jackson, even if the market is as inflated as it is right now. Because where does Nicholas Jackson play? Nicholas Jackson is a striker. He's a striker. And what must a striker do? A striker is supposed to score goals. And Nicholas Jackson, he can't score. He cannot put the ball in the net consistently. Let me just quickly check here if I can bring up Nicholas Jackson stats. Let me just see if I can get this website. Career stats for Nicholas Jackson. Let's just see, you know. What is this now? This is now block. Put in this. Let's see if we can. How is this? Is this thing zoomed? It's zoomed so bad now. I just need to edit this quickly. Nicholas Jackson. Make it like 300. Yeah, it's okay. So these are the stats of Nicholas Jackson. He has played 65 games in the Premier League. He has scored 24 goals. He has 10 assists, which is okay. But you guys must remember that when Nicholas Jackson, where he got most of his goals was against Tottenham, when we played against Tottenham, when they played that high line. When they played that high line, and I think he scored like how many goals? I think he scored like 4 or 5 goals. Was it 4 or 5 goals? I'm not sure. But that's the only reason why Nicholas Jackson has high stats in the Premier League. But I definitely, like I said, I wouldn't pay. Would you guys pay 80 million for Nicholas Jackson? And tell me why you would do that. But you never know with the player. Remember when we had Salah, Kevin De Bruyne? Those are the two players you can always refer back to say that we thought that they were not going to be superstars and we let them go. I think it was the time of Jose Mourinho. We had Salah and De Bruyne, but they didn't fit the style of Jose Mourinho, or maybe I'm just being wrong in this argument. But we let them go and look what happened. Look what happened. Salah is a superstar. He's a superstar, breaking records. The first season when Salah started performing at Liverpool, everyone thought he was a one-season wonder. And look where we are. Look what happened. Now Salah is just breaking records, Mr. Consistent. If you put him in your fantasy, you are guaranteed points every week. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I would not want that to happen with the likes of Nicholas Jackson. There was a time when Nicholas Jackson had the link up with Cole Palmer at the beginning of last season when they started labeling us as title contenders. And now, let's check the stats on what's his name, Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons stats. See if there's something on him. Accept and continue. Why are they not putting his goals up? Not 25. We don't want 25, 26. His career. Leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel for your daily transfer updates. I can't see any stats of Xavi Simons. There's no stats on Xavi Simons. But anyways, is everyone on the fact that we need to sign Xavi Simons instead of Fermin Lopez? Let's see if there's any movement on any other clubs. Just here on Twitter, the news today is it's kind of slow. It has been slow today. There's an update on Tyreek George. Let's just quickly get that up. Let me just open this thing here. This was just tweeted by Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea informed AS Roma about a request around 30 million euros for Tyreek George, with add-ons and heavy sell-on clause. Clear view is for permanent deal. No loan, as only one international spot remains. AS Roma budget lower, plus CFC also receive approach from 2 PL clubs and German clubs. So people are lining up for Tyreek George. The clubs are lining up and we want 30 million euros for him, with that sell-on clause, of course, to get some future monies from Tyreek George's sale. And yeah, that's about it. There was another. Yeah, this was also just on Tyreek George. Chelsea Dodgers also tweeted that Chelsea wants a permanent deal for Tyreek George, as only one international loan spot remains. They have told Roma £25 million, heavy sell-on clause, all of that jazz. Do you guys think that we are going to make a mistake if we let Tyreek George go, because of the type of player that he is? He reminds me of a more traditional winger, that likes to attack. That's how a winger should play. If you watched the game between who was it? Was it Everton? Everton played against who? Was it West Ham? When Jack Grealish played the way we know Jack Grealish can play. Attacking minded wing. Not running forward, turning around, passing the ball back. Running forward, turning around, passing the ball back. No. Jack Grealish actually attacked. He attacked and Everton scored 2 goals. They won 2-0 against Brighton. The football that Pep Guardiola is still trying to play, I think the time has run out for the type of football that Guardiola wants to play. Teams have evolved. Teams are getting stronger these days. Playing out from the back is not the way anymore. Let that slow tiki-taka type of play, that boring football that we have seen in recent years from Pep Guardiola, I think it's dying out. I think it's done. I saw a Club World Cup thingy, but I don't know who tweeted that. Let me just quickly look for it. Where Chelsea might be able to defend their Club World Cup title come 2029. Because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that we, the Club World Cup champions, cannot qualify for the tournament even though we are the holders of the cup. Come on. Who even decided to do that? Where was it? This was yesterday on Arsenal, where Arsenal had a situation. Where was it now? This Arsenal are pushing to sign Piero Incapi, but Bayer Leverkusen are currently insisting on the 60 million euro release clause. Concrete negotiations between the clubs are ongoing, with Arsenal aiming to pay less than 60 million euros. Incapi wants the move to Arsenal and is waiting for an agreement. That Incapi guy was also, he also wanted to go to, not wanted to go to, but Spurs also wanted to sign him, and they Arsenal hijacked another transfer from Spurs. Oh man. Do you guys think that Isak will be a? Do you guys think Isak will remain at Newcastle, or will he join Liverpool? Because I haven't seen any news on. I'm looking for this article, man. Where is this article? Need to find it. Let me just refresh this. Or do you guys think Isak will stay at at Newcastle United. Let me just quickly check. Where did I read this thing? Fermin. You know, Twitter is so full of stories you can't even. Formation, the proposal. Yeah, this was, let's see, this was yesterday. It seems like this was some news that we had yesterday, which was on Aston Villa. Aston Villa are very keen on Nkunku. So Nkunku might join Aston Villa. The way Aston Villa plays, I think it would suit Christopher Nkunku. He is, because the way Christopher Nkunku played at RB Leipzig, you know, pass and move. He's not, Christopher Nkunku can't be that focal point. Christopher Nkunku is not a striker, and we tried to use him as a striker, and he is definitely not a striker. And we could not play Nkunku as the number 10 when we had Cole Palmer, because Cole Palmer is just Cole Palmer. You can't have Cole Palmer on the bench and start Christopher Nkunku, even though Nkunku had a good he had a good Club World Cup, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. It's not enough. You need to do that consistently, not just 2-3 games and then the next game you struggle again. 2-3 games we need you to perform week in, week out. And I don't understand these players. I mean, you have state of the art physios. You get, I'm going to simplify this. This is going to sound ridiculous. This is going to sound insane. You have physios, state of the art physios, state of the art training facilities. You have your food, the diet that you are on is out of the book, out of the top shelf. You're getting paid ridiculous amounts of money. I'm sure you also have some kind of endorsement deals, you know, advertisement deals here and there. You know, everyone is trying to get their hustle on. You have all of that, but you still struggle when you get on the pitch. I know that it's not easy. Even me, I played football, school level, you know, social league here and there. It's not easy to play football. But if you made it to a professional level, doing the basics shouldn't be that hard at the end of the day. It should not be that hard to make the simple pass, to take a shot, to show up. To show up, because the fans show up every game. So now, because you had an argument with some random or with a family member, or you just feel, I don't want to play, I don't want to, like, I can reference the situation of Bruno Fernandes that took place this past weekend. Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United got a penalty. Fernandes puts the ball down. He walks backwards. The ref was walking behind him, and they bump each other. Bruno Fernandes looks at the ref. I think he was angry or something. I don't know what happened. Fine, fast forward. Bruno Fernandes puts the ball down. He skies the penalty over the bar. Later comes on into the press conference. Bruno Fernandes is just there. Yeah, I was angry at the ref because the ref bumped into me. It threw me off my penalty the way I should have taken the shot. Oh my days, bruv. No, you can't blame such things, bruh. You can't blame bumping into someone for you taking a penalty in that way. Nah. That's why I'm saying that for a player not to show up in a game is insane. You have no excuses. There are guys that play third division, fourth division that have, I'm sure they have 9 to 5 jobs, and you are just, yes, you have everything on a plate, but you still fail to show up, to play proper football, to show the fans that you are there to fight for the team, to fight for your teammates, to try and win some silverware. Nah, man. These guys are just spoiled these days. They don't play out of passion. Most of the players, look at Sancho. Sancho, I think, doesn't want to take a pay cut. That's why no one wants to sign him. That's why I think he was supposed to go to Roma, but Roma didn't want to sign him anymore because he doesn't want to take a pay cut. Sancho is just here wasting his talent, bruh. Sometimes I feel these players forget why they even started playing football. Because as a boy, when you grow up and you get your first ball, your father buys you a ball, buys you a pair of boots. That excitement that you get to put on your boots, pick up your ball, and go and play with your friends. That's the same excitement you must have when you go and play for the club, when you go play at professional level. Money should just be a bonus. Because I'm sure, like I said, it is hard to play football, but it's not as hard as someone sweeping the streets, doing something, a normal 8 to 5 job. So you should really count yourself blessed for reaching that level, and just give it your all, man. Just give it your all. Don't act like a spoiled brat at the end of the day. That's not the way, man. And that's what I really want from Chelsea this season. I want us to really push each and every game that we play this season. I want every player to show up, even if you are on the bench. You need to be part of the team. You need to give your input. You need to motivate. Do you guys remember how Ronaldo was? When did Portugal win the Euros? Was it 2016? When Ronaldo was running up and down on the bench. The guy was animated. He hurt his knee, but he was present. So if you can get that spirit and you just forget about the money, just enjoy your football. Just be invested in the game. Why you fell in love with the game in the first place. If you can just get that back, you can move mountains. And my expectations for Chelsea this season is to push as far as possible in the Champions League and in the Premier League. There's no time to slack. There's no time to slack off. Like I said, the Champions League is easier because once you get through that league phase, getting into the final through that tournament style, it's easy, and that's what we are good at. That's what Chelsea is good at. Tournament style football, game by game. Enzo Maresca can analyze any opposition and prepare the team against that specific opposition, set them up accordingly, and we can win. We can beat anyone. As we've seen this weekend, everyone is hyping up Liverpool. But Liverpool was lucky. Liverpool was lucky. That's all I can say. Liverpool was lucky. So for us to at least, my prediction was Chelsea is going to win the league. That's what I said. That's what I put in my season predictions. And I think we can do it. Because the fact that Liverpool are the favorites, I don't know why. They are conceding goals. Left, right, and center. Konate, it seems like Konate's head is in Madrid. Because there was rumors of him trying to go to Madrid. And all of that. But they can concede goals. The team that I think I must, should I say, undermine, not must, but that I undermine the most coming into the season is Arsenal. But Arsenal made some decent signings, people. Arsenal actually made decent signings. Gyökeres, they got Gyökeres, but that was someone they needed. Someone everyone felt Arsenal needed. But the player that they got, that's a needle mover. The player that's going to push Arsenal to the next level is Eberechi Eze. Eze is going to make Arsenal a force to be reckoned with. Because Eze, he can dribble, he has the vision, he can he can move through the low block. Like I said, he can dribble, he can take a shot, he can take free kicks. Eze is just a complete player. I don't know who the scouts was that let him go, because there was a situation where he was crying when he left Arsenal, 10 years ago, something like that. But Eze is going to be I don't think Odegaard will ever start a game after this injury, because if Eze starts against Liverpool that's coming Sunday, we are going to see what that guy is all about. To replace Eze once he gets into that Arsenal team is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the stream so far. Let's just check if there's any more news coming out regarding Chelsea. Any breaking? Here we goes. There's been some news on Mark Gay, the Crystal Palace defender. This is Liverpool. Understand Liverpool remain in active talks to sign Mark Gay immediately. Liverpool FC are ready to pay over £30 million. Over £30 million now to get the deal done, but it depends on Crystal Palace. If Palace find a replacement and let him go, Gay already said yes to the Reds. Liverpool saw what we saw this weekend. The defense is leaky. They are vulnerable at the back. They need to strengthen. And plus the strength, they also have the luck. The Liverpool luck. I still can't find the tweet where it says we might qualify for the Club World Cup. Was it Simon Phillips? Who was the guy that had that tweet? Let's just read. I didn't read this tweet on I already read this one. I'm looking for that thing, man. Where is it now? Still no movement on Nicholas Jackson. It's just that club-to-club talks have begun, but Bayern wants to loan Nicholas Jackson. We want to sell Nicholas Jackson. There's no compromise. No one is compromising. Anselmino is officially a Dortmund player. This was earlier today that they announced him. He joined Borussia Dortmund on loan, I think, yeah. Leave a comment on why you guys, what your starting 11 should be. Do you guys think that we should start with João Pedro and Liam Delap again? Where was the tweet, man? Maybe I just need to go down. Let's check. Was this yesterday? So I bring in a winger. No, it's not there. Can't find it, man. Can't find it. I can't find it. I should have just... Wait. Let me check on this. What is this? me just start from the beginning. Wait. What the- was it David Ornstein? Leave a like on the stream. It costs you nothing. Just leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Road to 50 subscribers continues. We are currently on 37 subscribers. Please. And yeah, we are ready for the weekend. Chelsea is going to hammer Fulham. There's nothing. I can't find the tweet. Really wanted to show you guys the tweet, man. I've searched everywhere. Must have been here. Let me just quickly one last time go through this one. Club dogs. This was yesterday. Let me show you this. Chelsea consider Fermin Lopez deal as a Xavi Simons alternative. No club-to-club contact yet. That's what I also thought initially. I also thought initially the fact that we are trying to sign Fermin Lopez is because of the fact that the Xavi Simons deal is taking so long and we are struggling to get him. But you know, Xavi Simons, man. Xavi Simons is the equivalency of Arsenal getting Eze. That's the level I'm rating this Xavi Simons signing on. And the fact that we had Xavi Simons the deal since the Club World Cup, since July. You know, I already put him in my starting. I already made plans. But I guess these days you can't take this personal terms agreed story, because look what happened to the gentleman's agreement regarding Isak. Isak had a gentleman's agreement with Newcastle and they didn't keep their end of the agreement. Now they want to keep Isak, and it's a whole just toxic situation going on there at Newcastle. Anyways, I'm still looking for the tweet. Was it Fabrizio Romano? Let's see. Maybe it was Fabrizio. You never know. You never know. It's Fabrizio talks about anything and everything. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't seen the news on Tyreek George, let me show you Tyreek George news. It came out not so long ago. Chelsea informed AS Roma about a request around 30 million euros for Tyreek George with add-ons and heavy sell-on clause. Clear view is for permanent deal on loan, as only one international spot remains. AS Roma budget lower, plus Chelsea Football Club also receive approach from 2 PL clubs and German clubs. So there's a lot of movement surrounding Tyreek George. When is the window closing? When is the transfer window closing? Let me just check quickly. When, you know, these days you can Google anything. I think it's the 1st of September. The 2025. 1st of September. I think it's 7 in the afternoon. 7 p.m. late at night. I can't find the tweet, guys. Should have saved it. Should have screenshot it. Use it. Screenshotted it. Welcome to Legend Knows Football TV. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for your daily updates on news. Your match build ups, your transfer news, all of that jazz. I can't find the tweet. The tweet is missing. There's no tweet. But the tweet said that Chelsea, let me just summarize this quickly for you. The tweet that I'm looking for said that Chelsea might, they are reviewing the qualification process for the Club World Cup. So the holders of the Club World Cup might have automatic qualification to defend the title, which makes sense to me. I mean, we won the title, why should we not qualify automatically? But anyways, that's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The likes really helps the channel grow. And road to 50 subscribers continue. We are currently on 37 subscribers. Up the chows. Go visit my YouTube channel. You can see some news videos I have up there, some reviews on the Liverpool game, thoughts I had on the Liverpool game. And yeah, stay safe. God bless. And I will see you in the next live stream. That's all for today. Cheers.